Hi everyone, welcome to our second episode of the year. Dexter isn't here this week. He won't be here for the next few weeks. He is off on a holiday in India, so it's just me, Rob, and Josh this time.
Hi.
We're going to be discussing Captain Marvel and the new sort of trailer thing. They won't call it a trailer, but it is
Special
a trailer.
look, I think they called it.
Yeah, first look, I think. And we'll also be discussing Kevin Feige's recent comments about Avengers 4 at I don't know, where was it, Josh? Where did he talk about it?
The Golden Globes, I think.
Okay, the Golden Globes, yes, about what he said about the trailer.
And a few other things I think he said as well. Yeah.
I still call it Avengers 4 just because I'm used to calling it that.
Same.
But yeah, Avengers Endgame. Yeah. So yeah, the Captain Marvel trailer, I thought it was the best of the trailers. Better than the first one.
Yeah, the first one didn't really give a lot away.
Well, it didn't really make me that excited. I like the second one. This one, oh, see, here we go. This is no takes. Alexa has turned on because entertaining. So yes, I particularly liked the sort of. It definitely made Carol Danvers feel like an actual person in the trailer. Previously, she was just sort of a vehicle for the superhero Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
But this sort of made her non-sort of superhero form a lot more relatable, and I really like that. I thought it really fleshed out her character a bit more, and we'll be able to understand who she. You can sort of understand who she is.
I like the bit at the start, where Fury says, grunge looks good on you.
Yeah, it was funny.
And they have that sort of conversation, and there's a bit of humor there, and you just sort of see her kind of casually using her powers, firing a photon blast.
Yeah, that was funny. It was well done. You also got to see, I think, the Skrulls for the first time.
Transforming on the beach.
Transforming, yeah. Have we seen them straight yet? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, we've seen them. Yeah. In the last trailer, I think.
It looks a bit like what's his face, who's Ego, the Living Planet. Actually, when he transformed, or when it transformed, I'm not really sure. There was no cat. Dexter theorized the cat might be a Skrull.
That was me.
Oh, was it you?
Yeah.
Well, I hope.
And also like the entire internet, but
it's a ridiculous theory, Josh.
No, you know what?
Well, I don't think the cat is going to be a Skrull. Okay, it could be, but I doubt it. I don't think they'll do that, but they could. Okay.
They might. Plot twist.
What else did I like about the trailer? I think the same shot of Ronan has been in like all three trailers.
It was definitely in the last one.
Was it? Okay. Well, I'm excited to see him and Korath. No, I don't care about Korath, but I actually didn't think Ronan was that bad of a villain.
No, neither did I.
I thought he was quite good he was probably one of the better ones at that point.
Yeah, when they had sort of more of a villain problem.
He has a dynamic with Thanos, which isn't particularly interesting, but at least it's there. Yes, he just wants to destroy everything like all the other villains, but he's a little more fleshed out, which I like.
Exactly. And I think, speaking of villains or potential villains, we got a lot more of Jude Law's character in this trailer.
Yeah, I don't really know what his character like.
It seems, from this trailer, it sort of seems like he is going to be this Yon-Rogg guy, the villain.
Yon-Rogg. But I thought, who's Mar-Vell? I have no idea what's going on. They've been very cryptic about this, haven't they?
Yeah, they have. Don't they think that Annette Bening is Mar-Vell?
Mar-Vell. Also, I sort of want to know how they're going to sort of break the fourth wall by calling the character Captain Marvel. Because I wouldn't. It would probably be okay. I could see them just making a self-referential joke, and that being fine. But it seems a bit odd.
Because she's not even. I don't know how they did it in the comics with Carol Danvers taking over the mantle.
But yeah, so whoever Jude Law plays is sort of Carol Danvers'
mentor. Looks like, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But he seems a bit sort of
evil. Yeah, I know.
Evil, yeah.
And
Some of
she
the
doesn't
stuff.
seem to really like him.
Hmm.
Doesn't she almost like photon punch him or whatever?
Oh yeah, he says like control your powers or something like that.
Okay. The other thing that happens for the first time in the trailer is it really goes into their relationship and the Fury and Marvel, saying there are more of them out there. So I wonder if the little message that Fury sends at the end of Infinity War isn't just not just going to be Captain Marvel. Maybe it'll be some other Kree or something in
Potentially.
in Endgame. I'm not sure though. I sort of doubt it.
Although the symbol on his transmitter was the Captain Marvel symbol and not a Star Force symbol.
Right. Okay, that's a good point.
And she does.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks like from all the "I'm not going to fight your war, I'm going to end it" kind of stuff. It looks like she's going to be taking sort of her own side in the war, and kind of be sort of driven away from the Kree, and not just be used.
Okay. Is it true that Captain Marvel is called like Vers in Star Force? I think I saw that somewhere. Like VERS.
Yeah, so I think
Okay.
they referenced that in the trailer, didn't they? Where they found like her dog tag, and it just said all that was left of it was
Carol
Vers.
Dan. No, it said she found
Oh,
something else that said Carol Dan, right?
because yeah, that's the other. I guess that's the other half that they.
Yeah, I don't remember. Maybe it was either.
So it'll be when she gets picked up by the Kree, all that's left that she has on her is the Vers, and then presumably someone shows her the other half.
Yeah, I mean, we said last time that it's going to be a not really an origin story. They're going to sort of jump straight into it, and then she'll have to sort of rediscover her origin. I'm not sure to what extent they'll go through with that. I can't imagine it's that interesting.
Yeah.
But probably just a character growth, but as in like it won't. I sort of doubt that has much wider relevance to the MCU. That's just a sort of character growth thing. Unless there's like a twist, right? And there's a mystery, and I don't know. They haven't revealed a lot about this film, I think, in the trailers compared to a lot of the other standalone films. But it's been a while since there was one totally standalone. Because if you think about it, Black Panther and Spider-Man Homecoming were both and Spider-Man both introduced in Civil War, so you had an idea of who the characters are, what it was all about.
Yeah, so I guess the last true standalone film was what, Doctor Strange?
Doctor Strange, yeah,
which was what?
That was quite a while ago. That was
2 and a bit years ago.
Yeah. That's interesting. So I wonder if they'll sort of change. I mean, they said they're going to change their style, but I wonder sort of how radically different it will be. So the other thing we're going to talk about is Kevin Feige's announcement that, well, I don't know if it wasn't really an announcement. He just mentioned it, I think, to a reporter at the red carpet on the Golden Globes.
Yeah, I mean,
he
said quite a bit while talking at the Golden Globes. I think the interviewer asked him whether it was true that their sort of strategy for making trailers, especially for Avengers Endgame, was to just use footage from the first 15 to 20 minutes of the movie. And Kevin Feige said that was mostly true, or somewhat accurate, I think he said.
I'll find it. Hang on. I think he said that he wanted to do that as much as he could, but that it may not be possible fully.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose it definitely seems like a lot of the footage from the start or from the Endgame trailers comes from the start, but I doubt they'd reveal much.
Yeah, what he said was being able to generate excitement without giving away any of the many, many, many secrets will be ideal. And to be honest, I don't think they need to do anything other than that. I think it's I mean, they already broke the record for the most viewed trailers. They're not, it's not. I don't think they're worried about it being a flop.
Exactly.
So yeah, I think they didn't have any reason to do that with Infinity War because everyone knew what the basic plot was anyway, because it had been hinted at for 10 years. But this is, I mean, I have no idea what they're going to do, and I don't think anyone really does.
Yeah.
The one thing that I did see was that Samuel L. Jackson might have accidentally revealed that Captain Marvel can time travel.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he said something like, she's the only character that can time travel. And knowing the Russo brothers, I wouldn't be surprised. They could have just said it's not a time travel movie, and it is.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Which would be fine. I don't really care.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they have me in their pocket, so
exactly.
they have all of us in their pocket.
Actually, something else that he said that I thought was quite interesting was that he said that they put the Doctor Strange Endgame line in because they knew the title of Avengers 4, and it wasn't the other way around.
So is it just to give fans an idea of what the title might be?
Oh yeah, I guess so. Just to be a reference to the next
So
film.
I still don't quite understand. They didn't say that the title wasn't Endgame. They just said it was from a non. That it wasn't. They said it. What exactly did they say? Because it wasn't exactly a lie, was it?
I think it might have been that they said it's not an Infinity War, but before they put that Doctor Strange line in.
No, I think they said. No, I think it was after that. I think they said the title is. I don't know, because it was in Ultron, and I think they managed to formulate the words in such a way that said, it comes from the MCU, but not from Infinity War, without actually saying that it's not in Infinity War or something.
Yeah.
The title, and apparently they always had that title. They didn't actually spend that long trying to figure out what the title should be. It was pretty clear that's what they wanted to do.
Yeah.
And I think the title is fine. So, the other thing is that there's a Spider-Man Far From Home trailer coming out on Tuesday.
Is that confirmed or?
Well, I don't think it's confirmed, but I'm pretty sure it is coming out on Tuesday. There's been sort of widespread internet articles about it.
Well, that'll be exciting.
Well, I want to know how on earth they're actually going to do this, because everyone does know that Spider-Man won't be dead forever. But how Sony actually balances that with not spoiling Endgame, I'm sort of scared to see, because I can imagine they're just totally nonchalant about it and just spoil
they're not. Marvel don't have any say in what they do with their trailer releasing. So obviously, like if this was Marvel's movie, then they obviously wouldn't be releasing a trailer yet. Or indeed,
I imagine they won't.
They'd probably delay the movie until like November or something. But
I imagine that they won't be so rude and spoil Endgame. I can't imagine it.
No, of course not.
But my guess is they'll just show Spider-Man. They'll pretend nothing happened, which I think is the correct thing to do, because I think it is confirmed to be set after Endgame.
Yeah, it is. It's confirmed to take directly after
Endgame. Well, see, this is why it's so problematic. But I could see them doing something like making it ambiguous, at least in the trailer, as to whether it's actually just set before Endgame or something, so as to not at least spoil the fact that they'll be coming back, which everyone knows anyway, but to sort of officially spoil it.
But I guess Nick Fury's presence in the trailer is a further spoiler, because we all knew that Spider-Man was coming back, but we didn't necessarily know that Nick Fury would be coming back.
That's true. Yeah, that's a good point. I hadn't thought about that. Well, oh well. I mean, this is life. They're always going to be sort of. It's not perfect. They've done the best they can. They've got Spider-Man in the MCU, and
exactly. I think Kevin Feige did say at this Golden Globes interview, the interviewer said, how do you feel about having the Fox properties? And he said that this is probably the closest they're ever going to get to having the rights to all the Marvel characters, because it's unlikely that Sony would release their hold with all these sort of Spider-Man related character films coming up.
Yeah, I sort of also want to know how exactly the Quicksilver thing was done. Do you know, Josh? Because they got Quicksilver in for one film and then just killed him off. Do they sort of share the rights to Quicksilver?
Oh, yes. I think there was, because he wasn't a mutant, I guess.
That was so boring. Quicksilver. He was such a terrible character.
This is like the third week in a row we've talked about Quicksilver.
He's so bad, but he's dead, so it's fine. And Scarlet Witch is actually becoming a more interesting character,
Yes.
despite her weird romance with Vision, which is so.
But that's based on the comics.
Yeah, I know, but it seems so wrong.
Because he's a robot.
It seems totally out of place. It doesn't make any sense.
I suppose.
Whatever. I mean, Vision is a robot. And very roboty robot until he changed.
But they make a big point about him becoming sort of more human.
Well, they made him look more human.
Well, because Tony says, he's evolving or something at sort of Infinity War when he says that he's gone off the grid.
Oh yeah, they said he's yeah, it's like he's evolving. I'm not sure exactly what they said.
Because he's able to think like a human. Because he changes so many different sort of minds inside him.
And it's unclear whether Shuri is apparently dead, right? From the Endgame trailer.
Well, that's interesting because she's on the same screen with Spider-Man and Ant-Man, and it says missing.
Yeah.
So it's weird that they wouldn't know where she was, rather than sort of confirm dead.
So either.
Well, perhaps it's just a big list of people.
Maybe what she's doing is she's like.
They've assumed. Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't know.
Exactly. She could have gone to some secret location and tried to finish her work with Vision, because doesn't she take the card out, or she seems to stop what she's doing, and then as I don't know who is it Corvus Glaive comes, she seems to stop what she's doing. It doesn't seem as if she's interrupted midway.
Well, doesn't Vision like
hurl Corvus out the window? But then we don't know what happens with like the Outriders and stuff.
Vision's brain. Well, because doesn't she? I think she inserts some card in. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure what happens is that there's a theory that she downloads Vision's brain information onto a card or something right in the last second. I need to watch that scene again because I haven't quite seen what happens, but it's something like that. Okay, I think we're going to do a shorter episode today because there hasn't been that much this week. The Captain Marvel trailer, I mean, half of it was footage we'd already seen. So next week we'll probably talk about the Far From Home trailer and anything else that happens.
Yeah.
So yeah, hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next week.